30 Wrestling World Wrestling Wrestle Stars compete in the Rando Rumble for a shot at the undisputed Wrestling World Wrestling title, including Bam Bundy, Skeletor, Razor Crane, Jeffrey the Dude Lebowski, Thanos, Ronald McDonald, the Trash Man, the He-Man, Libby, Jason Voorhees, Zangief, Freddie Mercury, Walter Sobchak, Batman, Phil Collins, Big John McCain, Sting, Superman, Beetlejuice, John Lee, the Joker, and Donald Trump. It's time to rumble! Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania! Welcome to the place to go, where the beer is cheap and the lights are low! Welcome to PADDY'S Pub! Hello everyone, I'm Vince McMahon, being joined once again by Jesse, the Brain Mullet Venison, as well as the one and only Tony Mahoney! And this capacity crowd is on their feet and drunk with anticipation as we get set to welcome 30 of the most random competitors imaginable to the ring in tonight's Rando Rumble!
Come on, McMahon, they're on their feet because the seats are all saturated in urine, and they're not just drunk on anticipation, they're drunk on the cheap booze and watered-down beer this place turns out.
Well, one can hardly blame anyone in attendance here for urinating in their seats, because getting up to use the restroom would mean missing out on some of the action here tonight. And I can assure you that you do not want to miss 1 second of what's in store tonight, as the winner will go on to face Santa Claus at WrestlingSania for the Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship.
Hey, wait a second. How come the winner of the Rumble doesn't just get the title like Wonder Woman did in the Women's Rumble? Santa's never wrestled anyone. How'd he get the belt?
Haven't you heard, Mahoney? McMahon here decided to gift the belt to Santa in exchange for some extra Christmas presents, and he's got things rigged so that the winner of tonight's match will be in no condition to compete, especially considering the short amount of recovery time he'll have before WrestlingSania.
But that's a bunch of nonsense based on unfounded allegations, Jesse. And there is absolutely no time to discuss this because the video is already going to be over an hour long without digging into your conspiracy theory bullshit. So let's turn our attention to Howard Funky as he gets set to introduce our first competitors. It is now time for the Rando Rumble. In just a few moments, the individuals who drew number 1 and number 2 will begin the Rando Rumble. And every 2 minutes thereafter, another individual will enter the ring. You know how the rest of this works, but it is important to remember that this contest is 100% randomized and AI controlled. None of what you are about to see was scripted, and the outcome was not predetermined. With that in mind, let's all find out which 2 competitors have the shittiest luck of the evening. Making his way to the ring first, from London, England, Phil Collins. Coming off his recent win over the Ultimate Warrior, Phil Collins draws number 1.
I think the last time Collins saw number 1 was back in the 80s when he still had number 1 hits.
Yes, I believe it was 1989, in fact, when he topped the charts for his smash hit, Another Day in Paradise.
Well, it's about to be another night in jail if he thinks he can use that lead pipe inside the ring. Having a smash hit on the radio is one thing, but smashing and hitting people with a blunt object like that is illegal in the Rumble.
Yeah, save it for the hardcore matches, Phil.
And coming in at entry number 2, from Stuntown, United Kingdom, Freddie Mercury!
It's Phil Collins' buddy. I didn't think he was still with us anymore.
Well, yes, he did sadly pass away back in 1991 due to complications from,
Bullshit, I just saw him out here a couple months ago. The referee vaporized him for trying to help Collins. Crazy. Unbelievable.
Oh, right. That just goes to show how resilient he is, because neither AIDS nor being vaporized can stop him from competing here tonight.
You know, I gotta say, going back to 1989 again, seeing these two stablemates go at each other to start the Rumble reminds me of when Axe and Smash of Demolition faced off when they were the first two in there.
Yeah, I remember that. I always thought it was stupid that they tried to eliminate each other instead of just waiting and double teaming everyone else trying to get in the ring. Crazy.
Well, Tony, in case you forgot, there are no friends in the Rumble, and you can actually be disqualified for inactivity like that.
I don't know. They could have at least just, pretended to fight each other or something, Crazy.
Pretend to fight each other? Do you have any idea how ridiculous that sounds? These fans pay good money to see the best wrestlers in the world. And do you really think people would continue to tune in if it was just a bunch of guys pretending to fight?
McVan Arby's has been making money pretending to sell roast beef for years. People cheer for politicians who pretend to give a shit about anything but their own pockets. And I guarantee you, at least half of the degenerates in this building will eagerly throw money at women on the internet to watch them pretend to orgasm. This country is built on lies, McVan. Get real.
Oh, shit. That's unbelievable. Crazy.
That's a fair point, Jesse. And in the spirit of that comment, I am going to pretend to give a shit about anything you just said. In any case, we have a match to call here, and Freddie Mercury has Collins on the ropes. Quite literally, and there he goes. Phil Collins has been eliminated from the Rando Rumble.
Yeah, let's see who's coming out next. Hopefully it's that ref who vaporized him last time. That'd be crazy.
And making his World Wrestling debut, it is Big John McCain. Let's see what he can do in there, gentlemen. And oh my God, he must be 8 feet tall, Jesse.
Well, McVan, he definitely looks a few inches taller than the last time we saw him when he was alive. And look at this, he can raise his hands over his head now. This is definitely not the same John McCain that we remember.
Yeah, definitely. I like this one better.
And the giant McCain absolutely having his way with Freddie Mercury. But Freddie, he is fighting back, but is unable to really get any momentum going as McCain just manhandling him here and tossing him aside as though he were just a heap of dirty laundry. This is terrible for Freddie Mercury here.
Oh, shit. He's got him up.
And look at this. It looked like he was going to set up a power bomb, but now he's just kind of tossing him around, and it looks like Freddie is going to get tossed right outside to the mats.
Indeed, it is what it looks like. And yes, there he goes. Freddie Mercury has now been eliminated. And it is hard for me to fathom just how anyone is going to have the size and strength required to eliminate this behemoth from the Rumble.
Oh, shit. Hey, McVan. Don't worry. Here comes Ronald McDonald. I'm sure he can do it. Fuck.
Now wait just 1 second. According to Don Moody and the Wrestling Report, Ronald fell in front of an oncoming bus and was killed. So just what the hell is he doing here?
Hey, why don't you ask the other dead guy in the ring right now? Or the other one that he just threw over the ropes? Come on, man. Plus, he's a clown. Who knows? It's probably not even the same guy. You know what I mean? Crazy.
Those certainly are some fair points, Mahoney. And I'll tell you this, whoever this man is in the Ronald McDonald paint may as well be getting hit by a bus, because this is, oh my goodness, this is absolutely just a train wreck here.
Well, McVan, this entire event was set up to be one big train wreck. What did you expect when you decided to put clowns, singers, superheroes, and gigantic undead politicians in one ring together?
One never knows what to expect in the Rando Rumble, Jesse. But with Ronald McDonald over the top rope now, I expect that John McCain is going to be sticking around for quite a while here tonight.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you gotta get like Superman or somebody in there to get this guy out. Somebody with some strength. Oh, shit. Never mind, it's Blippy. Unbelievable. Crazy.
And certainly it does look like another lamb to the slaughter, but look at this. Blippy with his shoes stuck to the chest of John McCain. I don't know how he did it. but he has knocked John McCain down incredibly, and look at this, another backflip, and he does it again incredibly. John McCain is on the run from Blippi, and oh my goodness.
Well, McMahon, I'll admit it was impressive and surprising to see Blippi figure out a way to weaponize those Velcro shoes, but not at all surprising to see him botch a moonsault, which he's never been able to pull off, and wind up in immediate danger here.
Hey, you just imagine if Obama had been up against this version of McCain back in 2008? He never had a chance. Crazy.
Well, maybe if presidential elections were decided by having the two candidates face off in a one-on-one death match, then sure. But as it stands, most people want their candidate to have some qualifications beyond being freakishly massive and terrifying. Although I will say that having somebody like that in the White House might not be such a bad thing considering the state of our union as it is today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, you think any other countries want to fuck with us? Yeah, this guy sitting in the White House, Putin wouldn't be doing shit. Plus, it probably solved the immigration problem. Nobody want to come here. Giant undead McCain waiting for me to eat all the immigrants.
Blippi over the top rope, and he has been eliminated. And I'm sorry, but did you just say it would be good to have a president who eats immigrants?
No.
He absolutely did, McMahon, but let's be honest, it's hardly the most outlandish thing he's ever said, and as far as the most outlandish things an American president has ever done, eating immigrants would barely crack the top 10. So let's not get hung up on it, because now McCain actually has some real competition in there in Walter Sobchak.
Sobchak, certainly a big and powerful man in his own right, but even he looks small in there next to the giant McCain, and he is absolutely being manhandled himself right now. There seems to be no hope if Walter can't get it done. Then who is going to eliminate this man? And look at him, he is twitching on the ground, absolutely being manhandled here.
Just calm down for a minute, McMahon. Walter doesn't actually need to eliminate McCain. He just needs to hang in there long enough to get some other bodies in the ring. If he can survive 2 minutes, then maybe enough guys can get in there to team up. And look at this. Here he goes. He's fighting back. And now, finally, we see McCain on the defense. And look at this. Now we see power versus power.
Indeed we do, and a hard right hand from Walter sends McCain crashing down. And now Walter grabbing McCain by the throat and lifts him up. Unbelievable.
And now we can see McCain definitely taking things a little bit more seriously now. He's not taunting anymore. He's going straight to work, trying to get Walter over that top rope.
Absolutely, Jesse, and as you mentioned before, it is absolutely critical that Walter survives these 2 minutes, because if he is eliminated here, then that means bad news for the next competitor. But Walter shakes him off and is able to fight his way back into the ring.
And now look at how different things look for McCain when he's up against someone who isn't a 150-pound weakling. Walter is absolutely steamrolling right over McCain.
Unbelievable.
Things have certainly taken a turn for the worse for Big John McCain, and it looks like Walter has done it, because 2 minutes have now come and gone. And here comes the next competitor in the Rando Rumble. For the first time here tonight, we will actually have more than 2 combatants in the ring at a single time. And at number 7, it's Sting.